Hey everybody, Preston here, also known as Godzilla Hawk. I am your current KOTA World Champion. As you know, I don't have the championship with me because it's still under development, but that's besides the point. Today I'm going to do my next Who's Better video, which is King Kong and Godzilla. Quite honestly, these two are the most popular giant movie monsters of all time. People love their movies, they love their characters, but we need to really find out who is superior. A lot of people know this, that this is not going to be, like, how do I say, it's like everyone knows who's going to win, but I feel like I should do this because, I've been doing consistent Godzilla videos, and that's what you guys voted on the most, was King Kong and Godzilla. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 5 categories. First is better sequels. Now, I mean by better sequels, each movie had their own unique sequels. So we'll start with King Kong. 1933 one, you had The Son of Kong. That was a sequel to that. Then you had the 1976 version of Kong, and that had King Kong Lives. And then if you want to count this too, King Kong vs. Godzilla, and then King Kong Escapes, which is the sequel to that. Like, that can kind of gel. Let's start off with Son of Kong. I love that movie. I'm not going to say it's the greatest movie of all time, but I do enjoy it. King Kong Lives, it's dumb, but it's not horrible. I'm not going to say it's the worst movie of all time, but it's not that good either. King Kong Escapes, I haven't really seen. I've seen parts of it, but nothing else. But now let's move on to Godzilla. Now, Godzilla has tons and tons of sequels, which I can't really name all of them. I'm just going to go with Godzilla just because he has more movies and sequels that I personally enjoy. And the fact that he has more sequels, I think you have to give him that, that point. Next, better remakes. Now this one, now I'm thinking about it, this is a tricky one. Kong had 3 remakes. He had the original 1933 one, the original, but then he had 2 sequels, which was the 76 version with Jessica Lange, and then you had the one with Jack Black by Peter Jackson in 2005. Then you have Godzilla. We had, the original one, King of the Monsters. They did a bunch of reboots like Godzilla 1985 and stuff like that, so on and so forth. They kept on rebooting everything. Even the 2014 is a good one, where it's remake. Like I said, this one's kind of tough. I was originally going to go with Godzilla, but now I have to really think about it. Godzilla, just because Godzilla has remakes, that doesn't always mean they're good. With all the King Kongs, I personally all enjoy them for different reasons. That's just my personal opinion. But when it comes down to it, Godzilla does have some great remakes, but not all of them were a success. So, this is kind of tough. I'm just going to go ahead and go with King Kong with this one for better remakes, just because I enjoy the remakes of those movies more. And like, I'm not saying Godzilla was terrible or anything, but there's remakes of those movies where they did not do well. So I'm just going to go with King Kong just because all of them were a success in my books. Next, better moments. Now, what I mean by better moments, like more memorable moments, I guess you could say. More memorable moments. Let's see here. Like King Kong and the Empire State Building. I'm gonna go with King Kong with this one too, just because I don't really remember a whole lot of highlights from any of the Godzilla movies. But King Kong, you always have the one where he's on the Empire State Building. That's been used in parodies, on commercials. It's still used today. I'm going with King Kong for that one. Alright, bear fights. Let's see here. Bear fights. King Kong has a lot of great, fights. A lot of great fights. A lot of memorable fights, like his fight with the T-Rex and everything. But then you have Godzilla. He's had countless fights and countless fights over and over. I'm going to give this one to Godzilla. Just because he has way more battles. Not saying King Kong's were bad, but compared to Godzilla, Godzilla just has that. Yeah, he just has that momentum. And I decided not to do 5. I'm probably going to do 7. Next pair of characters. I'm going to go ahead and go with King Kong just because you remember the names. I almost said Jeff Dunn. I meant to say, you have Carl Dunn. There you go, Carl Dunn. You have Andero. You have those characters. Those names pop in your head. But with Godzilla, there's way too many characters. Being honest, nobody really cares about those characters anyway. I'm just gonna go with King Kong. Next, more memorable enemies. More memorable enemies. Like I said, with King Kong you have the pterodactyl or T-Rex. But with Godzilla you have Mechagodzilla, you have King Ghidorah. I gotta go with Godzilla with this one as well. Just because, there's more memorable villains in the show. Everybody knows them, way more than King Kong. That's why. Next, finally, who's the most popular? Now this one's kind of tough. King Kong is extremely popular in the US, but Godzilla's extremely popular when it comes to Japan, but also in America. If people were to remake a King Kong movie, people would go see it. They would go see it because they're King Kong fans. But if you were to bring a Godzilla movie back, the Godzilla movie by far is going to get the most popular. More people are going to want to see it because it's been 10 years since a Godzilla movie has been made. And done right. So I really think Godzilla will win this. Just because, just the name. When you say King Kong, it's like, yes, it's cool and everything, but when you say Godzilla, your mind goes, I want to see that now. I want to buy that movie. I want to spend all my college money on that movie. Like it has more ring to it. And I think Godzilla is more popular. So let's go ahead and go back to the categories and see. So we have better sequels. I put Godzilla. Better remakes, I put King Kong. Better movie moments, King Kong. Better fights, Godzilla. Better characters, King Kong. Better enemies, Godzilla. And more popular, Godzilla. So it's 4-3. It came close, but at the end, Godzilla prevails. And by the way, if you haven't seen King Kong vs. Godzilla, the movie, check it out. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This was a little short. I just wanted to kind of get this video out there because I haven't made a video in a little while now. So I just figured I'd get this video out of the way. Plus, I got other stuff that I'm doing, like making other videos to get money. Yeah, I can't have a little job on the sideline, so I'm trying to get some little cash, so I'm doing filming stuff for that. And plus I got other videos. In fact, I might even upload another video maybe later today or even tomorrow, because I don't have school tomorrow because it's Memorial Day, so I'll have an extra day. But I'm thinking of doing some sort of other video that's not Godzilla related, but it's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be a walkthrough. If you don't know, you know what, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. Sorry about this, I should have got this one. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing a walkthrough. I don't know if I'm going to actually complete the game, but it depends. But this is actually my friend's game. If you remember Francisco, the guy that did the bomb hot sauce challenge on, and he cried. Well, I figured, you know what? That wasn't really fun. It was funny for us, but I feel like, I need a little bit, give Francisco a little bit of payback. Well, I think he's going to get his payback because, quite honestly, he let me borrow this game. It's called Rogue Warrior. He said he and his flames claim to be one of the shortest games he's ever played, but also one of the worst games he's ever played. He said it's very bad, but yeah, it really doesn't look that bad. I don't know why it looks bad, but I'm going to try seeing if I can play it. Like I said, I'll delete all this info. This is not mine to keep. This is my friend's, so hopefully I'll be able to play something either today or tomorrow. But like I said, there's a lot of things going on in my mind right now. But, so, stay tuned because this will probably be the next video you'll see. It's just maybe a few parts. If I end up liking it, I'll do a complete walkthrough on it. If I don't like it, then I might just stop early, but it just depends. But just stay tuned because this will be the next video. So that's pretty much it for that. But now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the next contenders for the next Who's Better video. So here they are. We have Pacific Rim vs. Godzilla 2014. We have Brock Lesnar vs. Eddie Guerrero, because that was the second highest rating vote. Then I put another one, Venom vs. Carnage from the Spider-Man franchise. And then finally we have Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. In my mind, this is going to be the most difficult voting poll ever because a lot of these are stuff that people want to see. So this is one that's going to be very interesting. Quite honestly, doing either one of these would be a very good challenge in my opinion. So it just really depends. But yeah, so those are the next contestants, so stay tuned for that. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below, tell me what you think, who you think is better. Don't forget to vote down below on Who's Better and Wrestler Talk. Hopefully I'll be doing a Wrestler Talk video very shortly. I'm gonna try to see maybe next weekend I can do the video because Brandon and I are gonna start this little thing that we do, which is called Wrestler Talk, where we both talk about wrestlers. So please keep voting. So far, from what it looks like, we're gonna be doing Chris Benoit. And just a reminder, and I'll remind everybody again when Brandon and I do this video, we are not going to talk about Chris Benoit about the whole murder thing. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to focus on that negative things. We're just going to be talking about Benoit, the positives and negatives of his wrestling career. Not his personal life, his wrestling career. Just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So if you guys pick Benoit, I'm just letting you guys know right now that we will not be talking about the murder-suicide thing. That's out the window. So just a little heads up. So stay tuned. Hopefully, oh yeah, maybe I'll do a payback review, which I believe is next weekend. So probably stay tuned for that, and I would probably say next live reactions will probably be Money in the Bank. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care, all my peeps, and I'll see you when I play Rogue Warrior.